Hello guys, I'm Raj and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this series of competitive programming with Python, we'll solve this lead code problem. So which is merge sorted array. So in this question, we are given two sorted arrays. So we need to merge it into a single array such that the resultant array is also a sorted array. So but rather than creating a new array containing all the sorted elements for the resultant array, we need to do it in place. So the question requires a scenario something like this. So let's say we have these two arrays. So here by default the first array is will be having the space like of the elements combining of both arrays. So let's say we have three elements in the first array and the three elements in the second array. So after combining these two arrays, we will have total six elements. So array one will have the element, the space of total six elements with all the last elements which are not present in the array first array before sorting will have the zero values initially. So after performing the sorting, we will have this final state which is like, for this example we have 1 2 4 5 6 8. So for solving this is a basic merge algorithm kind of problem which we normally do in merge sort algorithm. So we can think of two ways to approach this problem. So either we can go from the beginning or we'll go from the end. So like both the input arrays are sorted. So we have to start. We can start from the beginning or at the end. So we'll take the element one element from both arrays and we'll compare it. Like if the smaller element will be placed first and the bigger element will be tested for the new element or the next element, and similarly we will perform the comparison based on that. So in the beginning, from the like if we start from the beginning, like it seems logically fine that we will compare the two elements and then we will place according to the increasing in like the greater than or less than condition. But if we start from the beginning, then we have to shift all the elements like in order to fit the new element from the second list. So let's say I have this in here. I will compare 1 and 4. So 1 is less than 4. So I will keep 1 as it is. And then I will compare 2 with 4. So again 2 is less than 4. So I will keep it as it is. And then when we will compare 5 and 4. So here 4 is less than 5. So in order to fit 4 into this, I have to shift this 5 and the rest of the trailing zeros by one step. So it becomes very time consuming as well as not efficient. So we can go so we can try for this like we will start off from the end. So when we start from the end, we don't have to shift too much. We have to compare, like in this example we have to compare 5 and 8. So if 8 is bigger than 5, so we will put 8 at the end of the first array, and then we will compare 6 and 5. So again 6 is greater than 5, so we'll put 6 here. Similarly we will do this. So in the like if we go from the end of the array, then we don't have to shift too much. So we'll take this approach. So I will take the inputs are the array 1, array 2 and the respective sizes in m and n. So I will take the m and n as the individual array indexes, and I will take this k variable as the new sorted arrays index. So so here the sorted array will be in the in place nums1 array only. So what I will check is, while n and m is greater than or equal to 0, I will perform the operation where I will compare both the elements, two elements from each of the arrays, and will keep one of the elements to its rightful position in the sorted array. So what I will check is, I will check if nums of m, nums1 of m is greater than or equal is greater than nums2 of n or not. So if this condition is true, then as I have initialized k as the last element of the sorted list, which is like the sixth position. If we take the normal base example that we have that I have shown you before. So I have initialized k as the last element of the sorted array. So I will place that the largest element, like if we are taking both end of the, like if we are going from the end of the list for both lists, so we will get the largest element first. So I will place the largest element at the last of the sorted list, or at the end of the sorted list. I will write k equals to nums of 1 m. And I will decrement the value of the first pointer, like that, like the first pointer of the last, because we have already taken that value. So I will have to decrement that value. So if the above condition is not true, then I will place the last element of the second list into its rightful place. So the condition will be like, the statement will be same, but we will just take the element from the second list, and I will decrement that pointer. And at the end, I will decrement the whole sorted list, the final list pointer. So now this code will, what this code will does, it will compare like the pairs of the elements from each of the array, and then it will keep it will iteratively keep all the elements at its right place in the sorted list. But there is one thing to there is one case that we have to keep that in mind. So because we are doing for nums1 in place, so in either way it can happen that we at some point of time we will not iterate some of the elements in nums2. So let's say we have all the elements of the second array which are less than like the first array. Then what will happen, that we will reach m less than 0. So we will loop through all the elements of the first array. So because of like m will become less than 0, so that's why this condition will be false, but still the n is positive, right? So let's say we have this case, a space where all the elements of the first array are greater than the second array. So what this while loop will does is, it will copy all these elements to its rightful place, so which will be the end of the second half or the end of the array. But it will fail to iterate over this second array, because the condition will be false. So like we will go from we will have the m value as 2 initially, and then we will have the m value is equals to -1. So because of that condition will be, because of this very condition, like where m and n should be greater than or equal to 0, this condition will be false, and we will go out of the loop. So we will not iterate the second array elements of the second array. So in order to iterate over that as well, so what I will do is, I will have another short while loop where I will check for if n is greater than or equal to 0 or not. So if n is still greater than 0 or equals to 0, then I have to do one or two iterations more. So what I will do is, I will place those elements as at their respective correct positions as well. I have to decrement both the pointers, and now our code is finished. So I can check if it is. So yes, the code is working fine. Let's change the test case. So I will try to take the case that I mentioned just now. I will have all the elements of the first array greater than the second array. So yes, the code is working fine. Let's submit this code. And yes, the code is working fine and it is submitted. So that's it in this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Take care of your health, and we will meet next time with a new question. All these codes are available in the GitHub repository. The link is mentioned in the description box. Till then, this is Raj signing out.